Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel where I talk about all things sustainable, eco-friendly, and consumer conscious. Today I'm going to show you how I make my hand cream that I have been using for a couple of weeks now. This video is part of my DIY series and I'll link it all up in the cards and in the description below of how I make products from natural materials to support my life. A couple of weeks ago, I have finished my store-bought hand cream and I have been thinking about making my own kind of body butter / hand cream. So I have made some a couple of weeks ago and I am loving it. It leaves my skin really moisturized, it leaves it looking really healthy, and it smells divine. So I'm gonna take you through the process and talk over the video, so stick around. If you like anything that is sustainable, eco-friendly, and consumer conscious, consider subscribing down below.
Here is everything you will need to make your cream. You will need some pure shea butter. This will be your base. It'll melt really nicely, but it also solidifies. You will also need some pure almond oil as your carrier oil. You will also need some argan oil and some carrot seed oil, and I'll list the benefits down below in the description as well. And of course, you will need your favorite combination of essential oils. You will also need a measuring cup, a bowl, a whisk, and a double boiler. So first, measure out about half a cup of shea butter. Because you'll be melting the shea butter, I suggest you do it right into the bowl. The measurements don't have to be exact, but remember, shea butter will harden when it cools. So the more shea butter you have in your cream, the kind of harder texture you will achieve. Shea butter is very creamy even when it's hard, and it just adds a lot of lusciousness to any cream that you will ever make. When you're done measuring out the shea butter, just go ahead and put it in the double boiler, which is just a little pot with some simmering water on top, and we are putting the clear bowl on top. As your shea butter is melting, make sure to stir it often. You don't want to boil your shea butter because that will break down the chemical bonds within the oil and actually make it useless for you. It'll take away all the benefits. So melting this took me about 2 minutes. This is not the oil boiling, by the way, it's the water underneath. It's just you can see it through the see-through bowl. Next, transfer your melted shea butter onto your working station and add all the other oils. You will need 2 tablespoons of pure almond oil, two kind of squirts of argan oil, and the recipe is coming up later, so stick around for exact measurements, and 10 drops of carrot seed oil. Carrot seed oil is very orange, so the more you add, the more kind of prone to staining your cream will become. And you will need 40 drops total of your essential oil. I'm using frankincense oil. The plant is actually endangered, so it's very unsustainable. I didn't know this, but I'm going to use it up and not buy it again. I'm also using jasmine oil and vanilla oil, both of which are fragrance oils, which again I didn't know before buying it, so I'm just going to use it up and not buy it again. So mix everything up and pop it in the fridge. It'll take anywhere between 20 minutes and an hour to solidify your cream. Remember, the more argan oil you have, the less time it'll take to solidify. I think it took mine about 30 minutes to solidify. Once it has been solidified, take it out of the fridge and start whisking. It took me about 2 minutes to whisk the cream to the desired texture. The kind of harder texture you want, the longer you should whisk. When you achieve the desired texture, transfer your cream into a sterilized jar. Here I'm using an upcycled glass jar from a tooth powder that finished, and I have boiled it for 10 minutes to sterilize it. I'm using a spoon to transfer the cream, but later I actually realized that it was too hard and I had to switch to a spatula. Another tip I have for you here is to have a dedicated set of tools for this type of stuff if you're going to use essential oils consistently, because it took me almost a week of consistent cleaning, soaking, and airing out to get the smell of essential oil out of my cooking tools. So here you are, 7 simple over-the-counter ingredients make a luscious cream for your hands.
So there it is. That's the recipe for the cream that I have been using. I really like it. I would change a little bit the smell combination because I find it smells a little bit too floral for my preference, but next time I'm gonna try something else. Might try some mint. By making your own beauty products such as this hand cream, you are not contributing to plastic production and to chemical use in the beauty industry. Additionally, you're making sure that nothing is tested on animals and that you know exactly what goes into your product. All around, it's a positive thing to do. It took me half an hour to make, and it's gonna last me for probably a couple of months before I need to make a new batch. I have found that it leaves my skin a little bit oily, but not for long, just for about 5 minutes. I can't really touch my face if I don't want to make it break out. Other than that, I really enjoy it. So there you are. I hope you really enjoyed the video and you are a little bit more inspired to make your own beauty products. I'll see you next time.